us with this big tournament. A huge shout-outs to Z. Give Z some love on Twitter,
yeah,
too.
no, the production value today has been totally off the charts. It's been nothing short of unbelievable, you know. And we got not only international talent, we got a whole bunch of Canadian players that came all the way down here as well. So it's allowed us to have such a great representation of our scene here. And we're going off with singles pools, top 32 qualifier.
Pokemon battle to get us started here on the mainstream.
On mainstream Battlefield, and not the PS2 start, which is the normal Montreal starter.
Yeah, that's the Montreal special.
Yeah. So 2-0 against Saloum in the player history as well, interestingly enough.
Apparently in Wi-Fi.
Yeah, so
Hungrybox is up 2-0 in this.
Count that if you want, but the fact that Saloum even made it to HBox in one of those brackets is definitely nothing to sneeze at. This matchup's also very interesting because I feel like, not that Puff does horribly, but she does lag behind each of the 3 Pokemon.
And I will say, there's only ever really been one prevalent Puff in Smash 4 and Ultimate in the Montreal area, and that is Mr. Gomi.
Yeah.
And he has long since stopped playing with us nearly as much as he used to, and also played Rosa. So there aren't any really dedicated players, and this isn't necessarily a matchup that we know here in this area.
Oh, for sure. We have Yaya Yuli, who actually took a game off of HBox in pools, and that's like the only known Jigglypuff to our region. So definitely not something that they would necessarily have in Abitibi, where Saloum hails from.
Yeah, saying something like Abitibi is not going to speak anything to any of the viewers, but Saloum is going to answer with First Blood.
Yeah. Although very close, and HBox tries to dip off stage here, not quite closing it out. And there
Playing
you go.
extremely aggressive, trying to close out that stock, and
the big
delivers.
old Puff feet there, yeah. Delivers with the mega kick, if we can call it that. Okay.
Definitely playing kind of like in and out, weaving with, oh wow, just a call out.
Love the tech chase here from HBox.
Yeah, worth noting that this is the first time, this is the first instance of Jigglypuff turning around from her back airs. That's one of the nerfs she got, so she can't space with it. But you can still Wall of Pain, and Hungrybox really putting on the pressure here.
Huge conversion, and that will happen if you're Ivysaur. Not a lot of buttons you can hit to get out of that.
Surprised Saloum didn't use the down B to try and get out of that Wall of Pain, but sometimes you're not expecting everything to kind of chain together the way that it does.
Yeah.
The crowd going quiet. Everyone is super tense right now.
HBox moving in.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god, yeah.
It does not matter the game. Once you have that game sense of how Smash Brothers type games work, you can always get those hard reads and like learn how a player works. Some of them desperately trying to get back into it, throwing out some pretty hefty options with those up airs and down airs.
Although he's getting punished for it, since HBox positioning has been really good, doing a good job keeping center stage and breaking through, and the opening is there.
Surprised we're not seeing a Zard come out. Back throw is going to do it. With Zard, you're kind of limited to like the up throw on the platforms, the F tilts, and the back airs, but I feel like those hit so much harder that it's worth swapping. But Saloum maybe just out of comfort, sticking with the Ivysaur and racking up a bunch of damage, kind of answering back.
Pop that balloon out of the air. You know, Ivysaur does have that very trusty up air that will work wonders if Puff jumps too high.
It's going to be a forward throw. Hungrybox opting to really prioritize the angles of his throws.
So HBox getting closer and closer. Saloum, though, has been staying on the Ivysaur for a long time.
Yeah, Hungrybox really needed to get off that platform. You were in prime position to get Vine whipped there with the Ivysaur up B. Not even swapping to Zard for survivability right now.
Wow, there you go.
HBox popping off a little bit there. Very happy with that win.
HBox popping off a bit there too, kind of knowing that this was really coming down the wire. And I have to say, though, I think even with the Charizard switch, Saloum was such at a high percent that I questioned that he would have lived much of anything at that point. Yeah, no. If you ever need a hype guy for your crowd, like Neb is a #1 pick right there.
Shoutouts to Neb.
And I mean, like, you know, usually when you have like someone to hype the scene like that, it'll be for one person. He's going for both, no bias. Gotta respect that.
Neb always just wants there to be more noise.
There you go. The energy is palpable as we head into game 2. There you go.
Man, it's just getting loud in here.
Yeah.
Doubles wasn't this loud, but now that Neb's involved, we've got cheers. So opting for small battlefield, trying to limit HBox's options. Definitely, I think, wanting to remove that top platform, which is the runaway option that you want to use to get out of Ivysaur's shenanigans. Because Saloum I didn't even see Zard last game. Oh my god.
And wiping Squirtle off the board within 23 seconds.
Man,
HBox
gave Z a look in the crowd like, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, no, HBox. I think he's feeding off the energy from the crowd right now. There you go.
Worth noting that ever since the doc came out, HBox hasn't necessarily gotten that many people cheering for him, so it's always nice when there's kind of like that contrast of both players are getting some hype. Oh, goes to the jab reset. Oh my gosh.
Didn't quite convert that, unfortunately, for Saloum, and he's getting a bit antsy with the Ivysaur, desperately trying to close out the stock.
Yeah, fishing a little bit often, going for those up tilts. It hasn't really been working. Oh, wow. What a good wait, but rather than calling out the roll, Saloum just kind of backed up and reset neutral. Maybe showing nerves a little bit here on the main stage with this crowd going nuts.
Absolutely. So finally going to the Zard. We haven't seen a lot of that today. We'll space the forward tilt properly with the up angle and close the stock.
Yeah, only a few options there. Notably, up B out of shield if HBox approaches with something unsafe, and that F tilt, and making it work. Saloum's still in it.
All right, although HBox still at a significant percent advantage here.
Oh, he wanted to walk off fair or walk off nair, one of the two.
Yeah, okay. Saloum wisely retreating to the center stage, resetting the neutral.
I'm sure HBox has seen his fair share of timeouts, does not need to approach, will not play more aggressive than he needs to.
Absolutely agree. However, Saloum's patience is paying off right now. He's slowly but surely chipping in some percent.
That could have been an easy grab. Ooh, a little bit.
I think maybe he wanted the full hop vine whip and just didn't quite get the jump out. Whoa!
You gotta stop going for that up tilt, man. It does not cover as much space as you think it does.
Yeah, there you go. HBox breaking through with the back air, but still got some work to put in.
And you see HBox going for that late hit of pound, which can convert into a deadly combo.
All right. There you go. With the drill, not quite extending as much, but HBox very comfortable taking his lead.
This is HBox game to lose right now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he doesn't, he didn't have to commit to anything, but didn't quite respect the threat zone right there, and that allowed Charizard to slide in with the forward tilt. So Saloum still very much into this, but he's got some work to do, and he has to play this clean here, and he might be in big trouble, and HBox qualifying for top 32
HBox with a bit of a pop-off, too.
Yeah.
Firm handshake from both players, though. You can't be mad at that.
Oh, yeah. HBox right there, looking up to the ceiling like with a sigh of relief almost, realizing we cut this a bit closer than maybe what we would have wanted.
The last thing you want to do is come all the way out here, invitational, and not deliver.
Yeah, right, there you go. Good stuff by HBox right there.
That's not Hermit next to me.
Yeah, that's not Hermit. Ooh.
Anyway,
Hermit who?
As always, between the sets, we got some awesome ads for you guys.
Awesome.
So we're going to talk a little bit more about Red Bull, so stay tuned.